Good afternoon, everyone. It is Wednesday, November 24th, and the new episodes of Selling Sunset comes out today, so I'm very excited about that. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and there's just a lot to be grateful for. Anyway, I'm here with another valuable lesson, and today's topic is how to buy a house by the age of 20. Now, even if you're not 20 years old, even if you're maybe 15, 16, 17, or if you're older than 20 years old, you can still take the lessons in this video, the knowledge in this video, and apply it to your situation. So let's jump right in. The two main things that you need to know when purchasing a house, especially at a very young age, is you're probably not going to buy it in cash, so you'll need to have a a lender give you a loan, or in other words, a mortgage on the property. Two things that the lenders will look at is your job history and your credit score. So the first thing that you want to do if you're going to buy a house at the age of 20 is you're going to need at least 2 years of work history, of full-time work history. Now, up until the age of about 18, you're probably in high school. You don't have time to get a full-time job. So the minute you exit high school, may be difficult if you're in college, unless you're working on campus, but you're going to need to be working at least 30 hours or more per week. The reason is lenders want to see that you are employed on a full-time basis. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult for you to apply for a loan. So the moment you turn 18, or exit school, or whatever your situation is, you want to get a full-time job. Okay, and you want to stay with that person. That you don't want to be switching around from job to job. Lenders do not like that. You want to find a job at a company that you like, that you're willing to stay there for at least 2 years, or at least until you get that home that you want. So number one, get a job for 2 years. The second thing you're going to want to do when you turn 18 is open up a credit card, and you might have to get a secured credit card. You can look into those. A lot of banks will give you a starter credit card with a limit of $500. It's very important that you start building your credit at this early age, and the sooner the better. The key here is don't get into consumer debt. As soon as you put any charges onto that credit card, pay them off. Another thing is don't ignore your credit card. You need to be using it on a regular basis in order to build up your credit score. And lastly, don't miss any payments on your credit card. So step number two, get a credit card, use it regularly, but don't get into debt. Okay, and a lot of people have heard of well, what if I get a car? That can work for you. However, I advise that don't get a car right away. It's going to be a huge expense, especially if you're paying $400 or $500 a month while you're trying to save up for a down payment. So it's also going to maybe mess up your DTI, or debt to income ratio. And when applying for a loan, you want to have the debt to income ratio as low as you possibly can. So I advise be very cautious if you're thinking about getting a car to build your credit, although it can help. And lastly, save up, start saving up for a down payment. Ideally, you want about 3% down. As if you're getting a conventional loan, if you're getting an FHA loan, you're going to want 3.5% down. So look at what the homes are selling for in your market. Go out to some of these homes, visit some of the new build communities, and ask what are the prices for these homes. Take that price and multiply it by 3%, 3.5%, and come up with how much you need to save for that down payment. If you can do this, then you'll have at least a target and a monthly savings amount that you can then begin saving towards. So hope this video is helpful to you. The last thing I have on here, you could call this tip number 4, is to start going to open houses. Start looking at these houses that are for sale. Learn as much as you can about real estate. Learn as much as you can about things like the cost of insurance, cost of home inspectors. Talk to these people, call them up. You may get some flack for being so young. They might not take you seriously. But if you talk to enough people, there will be some who give you that respect that you deserve of a real serious home buyer. And if they give you that respect, it's because they believe in you. They believe that you're capable of doing this even at such a young age. So go out there, talk to realtors, talk to lenders, talk to the salespeople at new build communities, and learn as much as you can about the pricing, about the different payment options that are available to you, the different programs that are available to you, and just be a sponge to soak up as much information as you can. And that's going to be able to put you in the best possible position to buy a home and make sure that it is a smart investment decision for you. So with that said, one final tip, and you can call this a pro tip because not everyone will be able to take advantage of this tip. But if you have parents who have a good credit score and they're willing to help you out, ask if you can be an authorized user on their account. This will almost certainly boost your credit up by 100, if not more points by just becoming an authorized user. You basically take their good credit and it becomes yours. There's no co-signing or anything necessary, but it is an excellent way to boost your credit. So hope that this video finds you well, and until next time, happy Thanksgiving.